Hello, sweet souls. Welcome to Guy Fairy Tarot. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having an excellent day. This message is going to be general and collective, so please only take what resonates. There's a main male who's concerned about money that they received for being married to you, I'm assuming, or to someone. They received money in a marriage from the courthouse, and something is over. The marriage is over, and they still are receiving money, or they still receive this money. And now they're very concerned because they received a message that whatever you do for work is reputable, like you don't do something nefarious or illegal for work. And now they're concerned because an entire community is going to jail now. This is a big change, a huge, massive change for this community. All because of this relationship, because the status of this relationship is not what they reported, and now they're in despair. So maybe a whole community said that you were in a relationship with somebody or that you were married to them. They received money that was supposed to be yours. You're a privileged lady. They're in despair because they received your money and you guys aren't even in a relationship anymore. And you're going to be traveling. You may have to travel here to get this money. It's going to be like a lucky break for you because you didn't even know that you had money. What is the overall energy, please, Spirit? What are we looking into today, please? Overall. The great fortune that you're going to be getting in the future. Okay. So, a great fortune coming to you in the future. Somebody, it's toxic, but it's familiar. The emotional projection that they've been doing is toxic, but familiar. It's a pattern. So there's some sort of pattern here with this community. They do this over and over and over again, doing moon magic to project their energy onto other people so that they can receive their money. And then they call it a miscommunication. They're trying to make excuses here. As it says excuse on both of these cards, they're making excuses as to why they did it. No thoughts, just vibes. Disassociation, emptiness, floating. They feel like they're floating. It's like they cannot compute. Like the loading, they don't know how to deal with this. It's overstimulated. They're panicking. Mental overload here because the lies are exposed. They've been getting away with this for a long time. It's been a pattern of them projecting their negative energy or their illegal activity on other people. And now they're breaking down. They're crying in the shower. Everyone was riding the vibe. They weren't thinking about what they were doing. They were just following what everybody else was doing. I don't understand. Now they're crying here because you get your money. They're all liars, and every single one of these people in the community are going to go to jail. Made the list, ignored the list. They didn't feel guilty about it. They didn't feel guilty. They're paying attention to the to-do list now. They don't feel guilty. They can't avoid it. They can't avoid this because they didn't feel guilty at all. Mental loops. And this one says guilted again. Guilt is in reverse. There was absolutely no guilt for this pattern that they felt comfortable in doing this. It's like comfort in pain. They felt very comfortable doing it, and they felt zero guilt as it was occurring. That is what is crazy to me. It's because they're addicted to chaos. They love chaos, and now they're overthinking. Weird. This is so strange. Why? For real? Okay. They're trying to escape to a secluded retreat to get out of court. They have to go to court because of a remote getaway and the elevator, the vertical transport between cultural, not cultural, but like the echelons of society. They have been secluded and they've been hidden away from, because they're up at the upper echelons of society. Meeting place, destiny unfolds, convergence. So this was a destined occurrence for you to be elevated and for them to have to go to the bottom of the bottom rungs. That's where they deserve to be, because they've been forcing people, other people, using their religion, spiritual practices, meditation and reflection, spiritual guidance. So they've been hiding behind the cloak or the guise of religion as they do these little meetups, whatever these illegal, nefarious, immoral, unjust, all this activity, hiding behind the guise of religion. Yeah, but I'm a Christian. And what does that have to do with anything if you're breaking the law? Is that the excuse that they're using, Christianity? Oh, but I believe in God. I'm a Christian here. Yeah, they're not learning lessons. They're not treating Earth School like Earth School. They're abusing it. They're not learning lessons. They're coming here to abuse the students that are coming here to learn what they need to learn. Hiding behind the guise of church, religion. Using religion to control people, to hide lessons, to not allow people to learn the lessons. This is also, a preacher gets up in front of the congregation and they read from a book. That's not learning a lesson. That is rote memorization. That has nothing to do with actually building a relationship with God, has nothing to do with getting to know yourself and trying to walk alongside God. Reading from a book, listening to what some preacher is telling you. I mean, no offense to religion. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not judging anyone, but I am saying that rote memorization is not building a relation. Rote memorization is not really learning the content of what God intended this place to be. You're not walking with God if you are reading from a book that was written by a man that has been guided by the hand of the devil to keep people asleep. Okay? Religion is blocking people from learning the lessons that they need to learn. Breezy gust, whirling wind, airy expanse, dancing leaves. It's like chaos. Allowing chaos to occur. This is what keeps the winds gusting. Or there could be a church actually in a windswept region that is blocking these lessons. Where is a windswept region? Like in the plains somewhere up north, like Mormons or something? I have no idea. All right, Mormons are not learning the lesson. Okay, what else, Spirit? Forest cabin. They can't run away. They're not going to be able to retreat from this because the winds. Oh, okay, the tides are turning. The tides are turning. They're not going to be able to get away from this. Because it was a gamble. They've been gambling with not only human lives, but with the control. Absolute control. They do it for excitement. They thought they hit the jackpot. They've been hitting the jackpot in stealing from people and forcing them across the Rainbow Bridge, right? Travel hub, departure and arrival. This is a lot here, okay? So they have to leave. The devil has to leave. That he's gotten all the excitement that he could possibly have in controlling people under the guise of God, like mimicking and masking himself as God here. No more food. He cannot harvest food from the planet anymore. It's not going to work. Again, supermarket, tavern, food, drink, beverages. It's a tavern tradition. No more grocery shopping. Humans can no longer be food for the devil here because someone is healing from heartbreak, commuting experience. No more traveling to people who are heartbroken. Within the vehicle in reverse, heartbreak in reverse. So someone is healing their internal body from heartbreak. This is like letting go of the emotions that you feel when you're heartbroken, and this removes the source of food for the devil, because that's what these parasites feed on, is your emotions. Okay, so coming out of heartbreak, lost love and grief in reverse. Someone is overcoming grief. Silver Screen Theater Film Festival. There's no more heartbreak to watch. The heartbreak show is over, and so the parasite has to leave someone's vehicle. There's no more food to be had here. Okay, mail delivery because of some sort of information, because of a message about how to heal your internals and how this removes the food source of the devil. Okay, coming out of heartbreak. Culinary delights. Yeah, the heartbreak is the favorite. It's like, it's the delicacy. Feeding on the emotions that you feel during heartbreak, because I feel like when you're heartbroken, it is a multitude. It's like a whole lot of emotions that you feel. You feel anger, you feel sadness, loss, grief, right? It's like a whole bunch of emotions. And so that is why the emotions of heartbreak are the most delightful. Okay. Library in reverse, book collection, reading notes, research in reverse. Someone is not researching anymore. They can't read up and do research and watch you anymore. Someone has been watching you, and someone has been watching you and trying to dig up dirt. And so, yeah, I feel like this is what they were getting the money from, using people and their heartbroken situation, not only for food for their parasite or for the devil, but also to get information on people so that they can frame them and trap them and send them to jail, or take them out and make it look like a self-deletion. Okay, this is all part of the plot here. It was a gamble. They've been doing it too long. Yeah, no competition. Sporting events, performance stage in reverse, falling under cinema here. So they can't watch, look, stalk you to dig up dirt. So they can use you as a feast in their lab for money. It's something that's been going on since childhood here. They've been using you as a test subject and paying people. You're like their little piggy bank. You have been a piggy bank in all ways, not only from your emotions that they have fabricated and forced upon you, like in all these scenarios, not only with heartbreak, but also sadness, loss, grief. They have made you feel all the feels intentionally to feed their egos. Tell me more about this, please, Spirit. Someone didn't learn the lesson. Trying to hold on to your star energy. They've been trying to hold on to your star energy. It's because your emotions are very potent, and it's also because your energy is very potent. You attract wealth. You generate wealth without even trying. And they know that. It's because of your pure loving what you put out. You're not from this planet. I mean, your physical body is, but your soul is not. And that's why you attract such wealth. They invested a lot into trying to hold on to you, trying to keep all this wealth that is supposed to be yours from you. Spiritual and physical wealth. A King of Wands, leader of this organization, head magician, head warlock, I mean. Money news, expecting to get money news, bribing people, or evidence on a phone. There's evidence on a phone that incriminates this person. Ooh, it's exposed. Light is being shed on the phone records. Okay, why did this person not learn their lesson and now they have to leave? Who is this that did not learn their lesson? Who didn't learn their lesson, Spirit? The truth. Oh, okay. Somebody didn't learn their lesson about telling the truth, about being honest. Who didn't learn their lesson about their actions? Someone needs to be honest about their actions, why they took this action. Everything I just said is the truth about why they said these actions and now they're in despair. Why they took these actions and now they're in despair. They're very sad. The truth is giving you a new beginning as well, and now they can't sleep. They're stressed out because they know they've got to leave. You're not heartbroken. They can't force you into heartbreak to harvest off your energy anymore. They're hidden. They thought they could hide something. They're not seeing something clearly. What are they not seeing clearly? They're blindfolded. They didn't see you clearly. They didn't know who you were. Exactly. They didn't know that you were the truth. So along with your star energy, when you're an earth angel, now you're honest and you're mild temper and you're loving. You know, you give everyone unconditional love until they give you a reason not to. And even then, sometimes you sacrifice yourself, like forego your own needs to help somebody else whenever they need it, right? And they thought that you were just a pushover. In with the actions that you take and the love that you give, they thought that you were a pushover. They didn't see behind the scenes, behind your star energy, that there was a Queen of Swords that has no problem putting up boundaries once you get clarity on a situation. So they didn't see you, and now they're stressed out. They're stressed out about the actions that they took to attack you, because you know the truth. Not only do you know the truth, but you're exposing the truth, and it's going to send them to jail. Maybe they can't see clearly that they're going to jail. And they're very angry. They're angry at you because they don't get to keep this money. They're angry about the money that you're going to be receiving in the future. Not only are you going to get back what they stole, but also they're going to have to pay you for all the things that they did to you, like damages and like emotional, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I don't think that you can put a price tag on what they've done, because it's been for a very, very long time. They've been doing what they've been doing for a very, very long time. They're stressed out because they've been trying really hard to hide this money from you. Okay. They're going to jail for all that they invested in, to secretly steal your identity, to secretly switch something around behind the scenes. I feel like this is this marriage, a marriage that someone lied about. They said that you guys were still together, but you're not. You haven't been together for quite a while. And so, yeah, they've been lying about this in secret. They've been paying people, lying. All right. What else? They don't want to be broke. You're coming out of poverty. They're angry because the Queen of Swords is getting her money and coming out of poverty. Oh man, secretly behind the scenes, they're wearing a mask of being okay with it, right? But behind the scenes, they're very stressed out and angry because of the plan. Because it was supposed to be their ships. They can't see clearly that they invested into this. They were trying to hide the fact that they invested into receiving this Ten of Pentacles that was yours. They're going to jail for stealing your identity, paying people to steal your identity because they're exposed. Because the sun is shining on all of their asses, and a love offer that was offered to a star is being investigated. That was the decision that they made. Oh man, a star decided to end things. You decided to end things. Why did the collective decide to end things, Spirit? Why did you decide to end things? And why did they think that they were going to get away with it? I don't know which question is more important. You ended things because you want a safe space away from this past life echo. You ended things because you want to be safe in your own home, and you know that they're all trying to take you out while they're keeping up appearances, smiling in your face and trying to stab you in the back at the same time. That's awkward. So they think they're the long arm of the law. Yeah, you're very protective of your home, of your peace. Very protective of your peace. And they're upset about this. Because they've been keeping secrets about what they've been doing in your safe space. You're keeping guard secrets or be asked to keep one. So maybe you're guarding your secrets as well. There's going to be a safe space in the future. I feel like you're going into witness protection as well because of the truth that you know. Double standards. They've been holding you to double standards, expecting you to be perfect while they're doing illegal and nefarious things. Yeah, they're angry. A destined encounter is about to happen between you and someone. It was destined for them to hold you to a double standard. Really? In your safe space, a place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. Someone that you met and you allowed into your safe space was not spreading positivity, and they were holding you to a double standard. Okay, I see. What else, Spirit? They can't send mixed signals about this anymore. They cannot mix the signals anymore about how they were a very negative person and trying to make you come out of your authenticity. They don't want you to be authentic. That was the whole purpose of this rando that you met. And you thought it was destiny. You thought this person was your destiny, and you thought that you guys maybe were going to work things out. You allowed them into your safe space. Maybe you even let them move in. But then you discovered that they were holding you to a double standard. They expected you to be happy-go-lucky, you to do everything for them. You need to keep your house clean. You need to shower every day. You need to cook every day, right? And while they're sitting there and doing nothing, being a disgusting slob, you know? Yuck. They were not authentic at all. They didn't want you to be comfortable and feel safe in your own home. They may be confessing this now about how they were mixing the signals and how they didn't want to grow. It was never a plan for them to grow with you. That was never their intent. They just wanted to stop your positivity, being two-faced. They didn't expect you to run away from their two-faced activity. They don't want you to put distance between them, even though they've been two-faced. That's awkward. Okay, what's the confession? They're about to confess they're not intrigued. You're not intrigued, you're not impressed, is what I'm getting to. They confess something to you about how they've been mixing the signals, or saying that they don't want to mix the signals, but you're not impressed. No, it was unexpected. It may have been very unexpected for them that they weren't actually interested in you. but you knew that that's what they were doing. It was unexpected that they were actually testing your limits, being two-faced, talking trash behind your back. The connection between you and someone is fading in reverse. They don't want you to fade out because they want to be able to give their circle of drama some breaking news. They want to get leverage on you. They want to give all of their peeps something to talk about, something to frame you with, something to blame you for, right? You're protecting your heart, though. You're not impressed with these people, guarding your emotions, because all these people resent you. They hate you. They hate you, and that they're giving you partial truths, testing your limits by only sharing part of the information with you. They're never going to be honest about everything, and the things that they're doing that they don't want you to know, they're going to lie about. Even if you call them out and you tell them exactly what they're doing, they're going to lie about it. You know what you know, and there's no change in your mind. Path unknown, temporary distance. They're still hoping maybe that there's a way for you guys to figure out something in the future. They're hoping that the distance is only temporary and that they can come back in and get, they're trying to pretend everything's fine. Something's going to be on the news and they're pretending that everything's okay, wearing that smile like, I'm going to jail. I'm a disgusting criminal and I'm going to be going to jail. They don't want this to go public, but it's going to go public. Private matters could be exposed in reverse. Yeah, this is what they need. They have to be publicly exposed in order for these people to check their ego. If public exposure never happened and, just one or two of them went to jail or something, they would still be doing what they're doing, and the ego would continue to be out of control. They would still think that they are in charge of everything, that they can control things with lies and criminal activity. What else? These people hate you. They absolutely hate you. They can't play both sides anymore because they've been lying. The true story will come to light. They're never going to tell the truth. They will never tell the full truth about what they've done. Adventure awaits for you, though. This circle of drama is hoping that they can get you back on this path where, let's see, the path ahead in a relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. They want you to be like a hopeless romantic, waiting to dive into something new with somebody that's in their circle, in their network, and it's just not going to happen. They're hoping that it's only temporary that you're not dating someone in their network, so they can bring you attachment issues, so they can project those attachment issues on to you. Make you get in your head, make you get in your feels, and they're going to smile at you and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not giving you hot and cold. I don't have attachment issues. I'm not doing this on purpose. What are you talking about? Demons. Yeah. You already know. You're already spilling the beans about their unspoken desires. You know exactly what they want, and that's why it's not going to happen. They're trying to create smoke and mirrors again. But you see, you cleared. You put a fan in the room, and there is no way that smoke can come into the room anymore because you see. Awareness is like 99% of the issue here. They're trying to hide the truth. The truth is out, though. Like you can't put Pandora back in the box once it's been opened, right? You can't force something back in to where it came from if it doesn't fit in there anymore. Once the truth is out, it becomes too large for the container that they assembled it in or that they fabricated for it. Okay, what else, Spirit, please? This little hive mind of friends, what are they doing? The hive mind of friends, what are they doing? What goes up must come down. Bad will pass, good will come. Repeating cycles. These friends they want to repeat a cycle. They're hoping that they can get you back on the karmic wheel so they can take what's yours and give you what's theirs. projection, but you've thrown them away. All these people are garbage. You see their eyes, you can see their intentions, words that they say, mannerisms, right? Like once you become aware of it, you're too strong. You have aggressive protection from these people. You're looking for family and nothing else. You've thrown away maybe your entire family as well because they were all involved in it. They've been drinking out of your cup. They need to learn how to fill their own cup. Your family needs to learn how to fill their own cup instead of overindulging in what's yours and abusing you. Right. Wealth. Let's see. A beast who allows nothing to stand in their way. They need control. They're very moody, cantankerous. Success and wealth. That is supposed to be yours. Sustenance. You have knowledge about how these people are just straight up rhinos. Thinking that they can just plow over you. You see your own value. Even though this whole situation was very murky, you found your value. You started to appreciate yourself and give yourself the love that they never gave you. Okay. That's why you have financial success and all of your inheritance is going to come back to you. You get a new start in life. You've changed directions and now they're stuck in a jam. They're stressed out. It's a very sticky situation for them. The situation will not work out in future as planned because you're too peaceful. You are protected, you're peaceful, you're persistent, you're patient, you're pacing yourself, you're taking life slow, emotional strength, and you are remaining true to your path. And this is, they're stuck. They feel stuck. And you also feel at home anywhere. Clarity, great communication, know thyself, intuition. They're very depressed because you have clarity. They're very depressed because of your intuition. You have great communication skills as well. They're not going to get a sweet reward. They don't get something desirable. You are no longer giving into temptation either. This is putting them in a jam. Oh, they've been trying to cloak themselves. They're trying to cloak their depression. They wanted to stay hidden and invisible, but that's not going to happen. You're protecting yourself. Not only from these people, but also the sadness that they're trying to make you feel. Sexy. You're very sexy. You're a good luck charm. There was a fox in the hen house. You have a desire to stay single or work alone. You're sneaky, witty, and quick-minded. Your intuition is very fast. Someone finds you attractive. Time to move on. Exactly. The relationship is done. You chucked it in the fuck it bucket. All these people are trashy. Very trashy. And because they want power, that's all they want is power, royalty, right? You are royalty. You're prestigious and you get shelter from these people. You're cloaked. You're protected from these people. You throwing away these relationships is your umbrella of protection as well. That's how you activated your umbrella of protection, is by throwing away these trashy people that don't know how to turn down temptations. Green-eyed monster. Yeah, you're protected because you threw them away. What else? You're a walking green flag because you're loyal. You're swift, stealthy. You have ancient wisdom and you're very loyal. Someone finds your loyalty attractive and a green flag. Okay, what else? Health card in reverse. Get well, be well, check up, healthy choices in reverse. So this green-eyed monster has not been making healthy choices. They have not been using their wisdom. You're loyal. And they were attracted to that. They were attracted to your loyalty. They were attracted to your good nature, but it wasn't for the right reasons. It wasn't because they also wanted to treat you with loyalty and dignity and respect. It was because they wanted to take advantage of it. They saw it as an open door for them to take advantage and steal. Okay? Working swiftly, not listening to their intuition to attack someone. They can't watch you anymore. It was... they're gossiping, stalking, slandering you, but they can't do that anymore. Hidden accounts are exposed. Okay. Travel, journey, wisdom, survival, service. You're very self-sufficient. They can't watch you anymore because you're about to travel somewhere into witness protection. And they're going to have to sit and think about what they've done. Like a child, a whole bunch of children. They're sitting in their own stubbornness because they didn't use their wisdom and they're going through a tower. They're experiencing a full-blown tower. Their foundation is crumbling because the police are on their tails. They don't have their crooked cops working for them anymore because they are also being investigated because they are involved in the little hive mind here. Yeah, they've been receiving all these sweet treats and getting all these good rewards, receiving all these bribes and all the financial benefits and all the sexual benefits, right? Of people, whatever these people do in their little ritual things. But yeah, the police are on their ass. And this is the tower. All right. I'm going to make this short because it's irritating me. Can we get closing words, please, Spirit? Practice forgiveness and compassion. Yes, Spirit. Okay. Don't let them anger you. Compassion. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. They're possessed by a demon and they sold their soul. Yeah, practice patience and forgiveness. They sold their soul to the devil and the devil is in control. If they would have used their wisdom and if they would have actually thought about what they were doing instead of just assuming that you were this weak pushover. Forgive it all. This is going to bring you a fresh start. This is why you get a fresh start, is because you are very forgiving. You are compassionate and you're very kind. They took your kindness as weakness though, and now you need to depart. You can't help them. Because they're all stuck in a lack mindset. They're stuck in a lack mindset and you are abundant and they can't handle it. Okay. Closing words, please. Trust yourself as you move forward. You're entering your highest timeline now. Acceptance, dependence. There's something or someone you're clinging to and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed and the only approval you need is your own. You've accepted the fact that you may be disappointed with a recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, that you're being redirected to one that will soon open up to your true soul path. So you're moving to your highest timeline, and these people need to accept that they've been codependent on your energy. Maybe you have reached a level of acceptance about these people being codependent on your energy. You trusted yourself even through this. Reflection. As you reflect, you see that they've been codependent, but you trusted yourself to break free. These people need to learn their lesson. They're not allowing their soul to grow. That's the whole purpose of coming to Earth, is for soul growth. It's a soul purification process so you can elevate to the next realm. There's more after this, and everlasting life on this planet is not what the intention was, right? They're feeling very ungrounded here because they're being forced to accept that they were dependent on you, and because they don't know how to generate their own wealth, their own success, their own stardom. They're ungrounded. And they want you to open up, but you're not. You're not opening your energy back up to them. No, not happening. Because you know, discovery. You discovered the fact that none of these people are real. They don't know how to be their authentic self. Absolutely. Like, that's 100% what the problem is. And you would demand a caring connection in the future. You're looking at all the options, and you demand a caring connection. You're not going to settle for anything less than someone who wants the best for you, and somebody who wants to grow and be with you in your energy, which is loving, giving, loyal. Equal give and take. You're connected to your intuition. You intuitively know. You will intuitively know who cares about you and who doesn't. You trust yourself. You trust your discernment, and you trust your decision-making skills, Queen of Swords. What else, Spirit? Considering the options, connected to intuition, and be present with yourself. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Connect to your intuition, be present with yourself, go within, maybe meditate. Yeah, and trust. Trust that you will know. Okay? Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.